There's also a certain thing in Hollywood, if you've been here long enough in the industry, that there's, a billion creative people and about 100 jobs. I'm exaggerating on both ends. There's more than 100 jobs, and there's less than a billion people looking to fill those jobs. But the point being is there's a lot of people in Hollywood looking to be, a famous actor or famous actress or a famous director, writer, etc. And there's very few people that will, actually make it. And it's kind of a general philosophy if you base your life totally on the aspect of making it, of winning an Oscar or being on a TV show or so forth. You're kind of trapped into, your values. You're putting your value as a human being based on kind of other people's acceptance of you. Where what I liked about Blake Gardner as a character, as kind of a part of me, is this man who is free of that. Now, he obviously has doubts, and that's what the Doom fiance is addressing to him here. He's kind of, making him doubt his kind of worldview that all I need is me and my audience. But on my best days is when I realize all I need to do is sit in my little room and write, and if nobody ever reads or sees my stuff, that's okay. That's out of my control to a certain degree. There's some things I can do, but to a large degree, there's not, and I can't let my success as an artist and therefore a human being be dependent on kind of the acceptance of what I call the gatekeepers in Hollywood. One thing I will say that I've always been bad at is kind of the networking part. People often say in Hollywood, it's who you know. And it's true to a certain degree, but it's not like knowing Tom Cruise. It's knowing the assistant to a producer that's got to deal with Paramount, and then giving them your script or getting to know them and having lunch with them and so forth and becoming friends. And genuine friendships always help. As a writer, I find it very easy for me to just sit at home and never go out and network. And it's one of those things where I hold no judgment over people who do that and do that well. That's what they do well, and that's an aspect of the business that they'll probably always have over me. So what I have to do instead is I just got to write more scripts, and the few people I do know, I just got to wait for them to be successful. Or make another film, which I'm planning to do this summer, called Orgies and the Meaning of Life. Which it's about a man with sexual addictions going through an existential crisis. I also wrote a novel. As long as I'm doing my one small bit at marketing myself. Wrote a novel called The Heart-Eating Humans of Hollywood, which details Blake's early days. So I know you're on Amazon.com right now buying it. Or you can go to cyur.com, letters cyur.com. That was Alex, my producer, on the telephone.
Excuse me.
This is Joe Labisi, DP. It was pitch black outside, and he shot this to make it look like it was light. It was very impressive.
Yeah, he looked in bad shape. He was missing his thing.
His audience?
His what?
One of the original kind of inspirations for Blake, besides the fact that I've always felt I had my own audience and I grew up kind of imagining my life as a movie. But when I would walk down, when I lived in Hollywood, I lived very close to Hollywood Boulevard, and I would often go jogging there. And you'd pass by people, homeless people having full conversations to the air, but it was very clear that there was somebody very real that they were talking to. And it's kind of, a lot of my scripts deal with this kind of subjective reality is that their reality that there's someone there is very is real. I have a saying called the sane are as insane to the insane as the insane are insane to the sane. Say that 10 times fast.